From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, October the 7th, 2022. The remains of two Israeli soldiers who were killed on May the 24th of 1948 during the War of Independence, fighting Egyptian forces, have been found. The IDF said 74 years later, the bodies of two fallen Palmach soldiers whose burial places were previously unknown have finally been located. The bodies of Private Binyamin Eisenberg and Private Yitzhak Rubenstein went missing during the war. Decades later, after intense investigations, it was revealed that their bodies were buried in a mass grave in Kibbutz Nitzanim, and now with their remains identified, their names will be added to the memorial at the kibbutz in a special ceremony in the next few weeks. Assistant Commerce Secretary for Export Enforcement Matthew Axelrod, who also oversees the Office of Anti-Boycott Compliance, updated the American Jewish Committee yesterday on tougher sanctions on businesses who take part in the Arab League boycott of Israel. The AJC said the new measures include increasing penalties on such boycotters, requiring companies and individuals to admit wrongdoing before attempting to settle boycott charges, and that American companies will be subject to fines because of boycott actions taken by their foreign subsidiaries. Brand new CEO of the AJC, Ted Deutsch, said, "We applaud the Commerce Department's efforts to sanction American firms that bow to the demands of or seek to curry favor with boycotting nations. They must be held accountable for activities that help spread anti-Zionist sentiment." The United Nations Human Rights Council today passed a draft resolution, HRC 51, on countering cyberbullying. It is the first Israeli-led resolution at the UNHRC. Director General of Israel's Foreign Affairs Office, Alon Ushpiz, tweeted, "This is Israeli diplomacy at its best. We will continue working with partners to improve human rights around the globe." Ambassador and permanent representative of Israel to the UN and international organizations in Geneva, Meirav Elon Shachar, called it a truly groundbreaking day, thanking also Argentina, Germany, and Greece for co-leading the bill, and 60 additional countries who were co-sponsors. Well, last night, Tel Aviv's municipality lit up in solidarity with the current nationwide protests in Iran, fighting for the lives and rights of women. The words "Women, Life, Freedom" with the hashtag Iran protests were seen on the building, with Israel's official Twitter account sharing the people of Israel stand with the brave Iranians fighting for freedom. The Jewish holiday of Sukkot begins this Sunday evening, commemorating the 40 years during which the children of Israel were wandering in the desert, living in temporary hut-like shelters or booths, like the sukkah Jews around the world build to mark the holiday. Photos were shared of such Sukkot from across the globe on social media, from India to Israel, and videos like from Germany's embassy in Israel, who built their own sukkah for the first time ever this year. Israel's National Library shared historical images of preparations for Sukkot from 1955 Jerusalem to 1931 Lower East Side, New York City, and more. And as is tradition, Israel's President Isaac Herzog and First Lady Michal Herzog announced that the sukkah at the president's residence in Jerusalem will be open to the public on October the 13th during Chol HaMoed, the intermediate days of the holiday. And of course, here on JBS, we will have Sukkot services for you beginning Sunday night, October the 9th, with live Reform services at 6 o'clock from Central Synagogue and Orthodox services at 7:30 from the Hampton Synagogue. Services then as well on Monday and Tuesday. The exact schedule can be found on our website, jbstv.org. Looking now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, October the 7th, live Shabbat services are coming up next from Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat Services from the Hampton Synagogue, and then it's music from Voice of the Turtle. At 9 o'clock, the documentary A Cantor's Tale, which tells the story of Canto Jacob Mendelson, dedicated to preserving the traditional vocal stylings of Jewish liturgical music. At 10:30, a replay from the Hampton Synagogue, followed by a replay from Central. And coming up next, a look at this week's Torah Portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, October the 7th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. I will be back with the JBS News Update on Tuesday. Stay healthy, stay well. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.